Hello traders and welcome back to Trading with Bill, Options and Forex. July 3rd on a Thursday, 2014. Great to have you with me. You can always visit me at tradingwithbill.com, helping losing traders become winning traders. Great to be with you traders. It is NFP Thursday. Lots of data coming out in the European session and a bulk of data coming out in the New York session. Traders, it's our last trading day of the week as the U.S. is closed for Independence Day, July 4th. Traders, let's get to the risk disclaimer. This is our risk disclaimer. Forex and options trading has a large potential of rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the options and Forex markets. Do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, if you're trading your expense money, please take a deep breath and get a demo account, which you can both do for options and Forex, until you can trade the great markets comfortably in your financial situation. Wow, I had to mumble that one out, huh, traders? All right, let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday, and they call me Bill. Great to be with you, traders. I started trading the Forex markets in 2006 and 2008. Came to Taiwan on a 3-month vacation. Traders, it's 2014, and I'm still here. While I was here, I started dabbling into the options markets, and I specialize in vertical spreads. So I've been trading vertical spreads for about a year and a half now and really having a great time doing it. And I decided we should share that and just talk about it in this forum and on these videos so you can get a little taste of the options market. We are still doing a lot of Forex. However, today we're going to be focusing on options. So with all the data coming out today, we'll have a options review and then a Forex commentary. All right, traders, it is coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. Beautiful blue skies, white sandy beaches, and very warm. Yes, traders, very, very warm. We are in summer. Okay, this is our options preview. We're going to go over about, I think it's 6 charts we're going to go over. Different instruments in the options world. And I just wanted to show you that the way the market responded 2 days ago, which was Wednesday, it is just absolutely amazing. I've never seen the markets open on such a strong upbeat. It was absolutely unbelievable. I was looking at like 7 or 8 pairs, and there was absolutely not one downtick for like 3 hours. It was 10 p.m. my time, which is 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And unbelievable, the markets just continue to go up. So let's take a look at some pairs. We see what I'm talking about. Here's an IWM. As you know, we traded this on a weekly option last week. I did not get into any weekly options this week, and I am kicking myself because on Monday, if you remember, I was thinking about getting back into this IWM, and I did not do it. What happens on Wednesday? This thing absolutely takes off. Now, these are 24 hours old, so this is not yesterday's market. Traders, I moved into my new office yesterday. I'm really excited. It's really great, and that's why we didn't get a video up on July 2nd. So these charts are coming from July 1st and July 1st markets. So just take a look at these markets, how this IWM just continued to go up, up, up. Yesterday, it did the same thing. Didn't go up as much, but if you look at your DNA indicator, which is the top indicator in that blue line, you can see that all three, the daily, the weekly, and the 78-minute chart is just booming to the upside. So what's going to happen now? Well, I don't know. This continued yesterday. The markets were all in the green yesterday. We had no red in any of our indices that we talk about, which is the Dow, the NASDAQ, and the S&P 500, and the IWM. They were all in green yesterday, and they continue to do it. So we're just going to keep watching this. I'm not going to trade it today. I'm not looking to get into next week's weekly options today being Thursday. As Friday, it's closed, and sort of like going to sit back a little bit. You know, we got NFP today, so we'll see how this works out. So let's go look at another one. But I just want to show you how this just took off on these charts. And if you take a look at that 79-minute chart, look at how that thing at the open just absolutely went skyrocketing on the open on that big green candle. All right. This looks like our spiders. If I've got that right. Yeah. And again, just absolutely to the upside. There it goes, not slowing down. That is for sure. Just taking off. I just want to show you this. If you look at the daily chart, look at the 9 exponential moving average underneath the price on the chart all the way to the left. Then look at the weekly chart. This thing is just not, giving up. Now, we have on that weekly chart, right, we have a 200 exponential moving average, we got a 50 moving average, and then we got the 9 moving average, and they are a nice angle and separation to the upside, even on our 78-minute chart, really, moving up there. The last 2 hours of that day, the markets came back down, and now we're starting to see our DNA indicator showing us a little turn to the downside, but it's still up there, and it hasn't made that turn yet. So this looks like this is going to just continue to go up, and we're just going to have to watch this. All right, let's go over to the next one, my friends. Okay, Dow Jones. And, this was a little tricky. This bounced around a little bit here, but, take a look at that daily. All in all, it popped at the bell and just went crazy. And that was existing home sales. And that's what did this. Remember, the markets opened an hour after that data came out, and the market grabbed that and just took off. And this was some nice trading here on these. Like I said, I'm sure not going to get into it Thursday for next Friday's weekly option today. Just too much data coming out, too much can happen, too much volatility in today's New York session. And again, we have a long weekend. We have a 3-day weekend in the U.S., so we're not going to mess with that. All right. Let's keep going. PCLN. This is Priceline. This has been all over. Look at that daily chart. Just been bouncing and just all over the place. And I would think that Priceline is probably going to bounce back to the upside. Look at your 7 to 8 minute chart on the, look at how these things just continue to go up until the end of the session. Now, I'm nowhere near my charts, my friends, at the end of the session. End of the session for me is 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. And so I'm not near charts at that point. But this stuff just absolutely took off. I was, listening to a great free service out there if you're interested in trading options. It's called tastytrades.com. It's free, and these guys are great. They basically, teach you about options and guide you. They go all through the New York day, the trading day. They start at 7 Central Time, and they just do it, and really good stuff, really, really good stuff. And if you miss it, just go back to their website, and everything's archived, so you can watch it. So, like for me, for instance, usually I only go about to 11 or 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, and I'm done for the day. I can go back in the morning, I can listen to what these guys talked about in the afternoon that I missed. Just really good stuff, really recommended website, tastytrades.com. Check it out, it's free. All they want is your email. You need to give them a password, make a password, and you're in. It's just really great stuff, really great stuff. Great education on options. All right, let's move over. We haven't talked about this. This is Netflix. Look at this on this daily chart. Look at how this thing opened with that gap. Look at that gap open on Netflix. Unbelievable. And this thing just kept on cranking. Like I said, it was 3 hours before I decided to shut down my computers. And this thing kept on going, no stop, no nothing, just moving. And Netflix is just taken to the roof. I don't know what happened yesterday in the New York session. I haven't looked at charts. I'm trying to get videos caught up and sent out. I want to get to you guys as early as I could today. All right, let's go. Here's Tulsa. Tulsa Motors, and this is moving nicely. This has moved up. Wasn't expecting that, but I think they're going to get a hit now. With all these GM cars being recalled, I think Tulsa's going to take a hit next week. Or they might have taken a hit yesterday, or they will take a hit by the end of the week. And I wouldn't even be surprised if they continue to take the hit until Monday, Tuesday next week, until that can all get resolved. But GM's in a mess with these recalls, aren't they? Is that crazy? So not really, looking to play in Tulsa at the moment. We're just going to leave that on the sidelines and see what happens. So that's what's going on in the options. And Monday, we're going to start fresh and get some new stuff out. And we got to get in some daily options traders. That's the name of the game, is get these daily options in and trade them so we can get our hands wet and do some of this stuff. You don't have to trade big. The margins are really small. For those of you in the United States, even outside the United States, look at AD Ameritrade for your Thinkorswim platform. And now, somebody pointed out to me that there is a disadvantage of Thinkorswim. And the disadvantage is you cannot trade the European stock market. So, that if you're trading the DAX and stuff like that, you're not going to get the DAX on Thinkorswim. However, if you're trading options and you're only trading options, then Thinkorswim is the way to go. Please look into it. It's just phenomenal. And but we don't have to trade big. I don't trade big contracts, traders. You'd be surprised. 2-3 contracts at a time. I don't trade big stuff. No reason to trade big stuff. The funding will come. The money, you will make the money as your trades continue. So if I'm doing 2 weekly options, maybe I'll go to 3 on 3 different trades for the weekly option, and I'll only do 2 or 3 contracts on each one. So I'm trading small and I'm being diversified, right? It's earnings seasons now, so we really want to look at possibly, just staying with indices so we don't get rocked with this. If we go into these stocks and you look at Apple and you look at Google and all this stuff, we're in earnings seasons now, and when these earnings come around, you never know what earnings report's going to come out and how you can get jolted. So really not looking to take a weekly option on a stock that is coming up to earnings season. All right, traders, here we go. This is my Forex commentary. Basically, this is my advice for today, and I did not come up with this. Somebody told me this 6 years ago when I first started trading, when I entered my first trading room, and he said all the time on NFP Friday, you know what? Go play golf. And I just don't trade the news. I do not trade news. I'm not good at it. I'm not against it. I think there are traders out there that absolutely do fantastic trading news. The man on the internet, Henry Lee, that's all he does in his room is trade news. He's very, very successful at it. He's out of Miami Beach, Florida, and he's very successful at what he does. I am not good at it. I've attempted in the last, going on my 8th year of trading, to trade the news and try to get this grasp and just try to get it, and it's just not working for me, and I'm just not good at it. So I don't trade it. What I do is, such as NFP, is I'll let the numbers come out, I'll let the market do its thing, and I'll wait about an hour to an hour and a half. Now that gets pretty late at night for me, traders. So I'm getting in a trade an hour and a half after the release. That means my NFP Friday, it's 1 in the morning before I'm going to see my computer's being turned off for the day. So it is NFP Thursday, so it's not too bad. I have a 3-day weekend to catch up. The other thing I want to talk about is these currency pairs are really all over the place, and today's news events is not helping. We have ECB interest rate today, and then we got ECB President Draghi speaking 45 minutes after this comes out. They're not expecting any change in interest rates. However, Draghi does shake the market. This guy's putting a lot of new programs out there. He's stirring the pot a little bit, and he's being very aggressive. So who knows what he's going to say, but I shouldn't want to be in a trade when he's talking. Don't want to be in a trade when he's talking. I don't want to be in a trade when NFP's coming out. And most likely, what's going to happen is when we get down to probably the London lunch, it's going to basically slow down to nothing, if not before. The market's going to go dead. The market's probably going to go dead an hour before the ECB interest rates go out. So I'm predicting a very, very, very slow European London market, and that's what's going to happen, in Forex today. And that's why I didn't put any Forex charts up, because there's nothing to talk about until all this data gets put out, the market does what it does, and then we can get back to work and look at what our situation is and get into some trades that the probabilities are on our side for success. And that's why I put on the bottom of this slide saying trade or not to trade, and that's a decision you have to make. So if you're good at news trading and you have experience at it, go for it. I wish you the best. For people like me who just don't do good at it, for me and you, we just need to sit on the sidelines, watch the fireworks on your screen, because they just bounce all over the place, and we'll get in a trade after the data comes out about an hour to an hour and a half later. And then we can take it. And that's the smart thing to do. All right. I want to thank you, my friends. We're just right on time at about 15 minutes for this video. We are back. We're in our new office. We're excited, and we'll be back on Monday, full steam ahead. I wish you those in the United States to enjoy your 3-day weekend. And for me in Thailand, I'm going to enjoy my 3-day weekend. And we won't be out tomorrow. There'll be no video tomorrow, being Friday, July 4th. Traders, thanks again, and come visit me at tradingwithbill.com. Leave your comments, leave your suggestions. Also, if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you'll get an email every time I have a video placed up onto the web. Take care, traders. Have a great holiday, and we'll see you Monday. Take it easy from Pattaya, Thailand. Ciao for now. Bye-bye.